For a scan tool that works for cars, light trucks, and big trucks. Simple Twatone here, guys, and today we have the Ancel. This is a car and a heavy-duty truck scan tool. It is a 8-inch touchscreen. It operates on Android, and I've been using this on different vehicles, Duramaxes. I've done some Toyotas. I've done some Fords. Works on a lot of stuff. It also works on big trucks. We've got connectors for Isuzu and all kinds of big trucks. So in this video, I'm going to show you a review on this on the car and light truck side so you can see the capabilities that this scan tool has. I'm going to give you my honest opinion and let you know what I think. Before we get started, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, and hit the bell to get notified of all my future content, which you definitely don't want to miss. So jump right in. So here is the scan tool powered on. It's pretty nice. We got a power button up top. We got HDMI. We got our charge port, and we even have a USB. We have a spot for a memory card. So when you open this up, you got the diagnosis here, and it's going to bring up the whole thing here. We got light trucks, heavy trucks. We got China trucks, construction, agriculture, engine, ECU. You can hit that button right there. That will automatically scan the VIN and pull it up. You can see we have all kinds of manufacturers. Now this is a really nice, you got hot function here. We can do everything we need to do. We can regen, we can look at fuel rail pressure. What's really quite amazing about this scan tool is just how many different adapters it comes with. The Komatsu, the Hitachi, the Douche, Volvo. I mean, we have so many different kinds of connectors here. Benz, Isuzu. That's the one that I will be using the most right there, Isuzu for the MPRs. But now, if you don't have the connector here, if it's not here, you don't have it. What they got is they got this pack right here to attach to the vehicle. So we got for the OBD2, and then we've got all these banana plugs here. And then, as you can see here, we've got all these different types of attachments. We've got all these pins and spades and things like that to attach to the vehicle if it doesn't attach with just a straight connector. And then it also comes with the charging cable. Comes with a manual just in case, but I find that manuals aren't really useful anymore because if you need to find something, you're better off just looking online because you're going to find it easier than you would if you use the actual manual. And then if you don't live in the US and you use different kinds of funky electrical plugs, they've got that. So they've got the normal one that we use here in the US. We got this one here. I have no idea what this one is for, but it's for somewhere. My top dons come with a whole bunch of different types of attachments. You can hook it up to the cigarette lighter, or the power outlet, I should say, just in case you don't have any battery power. And then you got a different, that's your attachment there. You can hook this to the battery and hook this to there, or you can go straight to the power outlet, however you want to do it. We've got a USB for data transfer. Comes with a cloth to wipe the screen. And if you want to keep it locked away, it comes in a very nice case. I actually really like this. Some cases are a little small for the components that it has, but as you can see here with all these connectors, and this is sitting up on its side, but if I were to lay this down and do that, look, it closes up really nice. A lot of times cases for scan tools and things like that, they package them up and things don't fit quite right. So you're going to put your dongle here, right in there, and then you're going to put your cord up here. I don't keep it in a box, I keep it on my toolbox. But very nice, and it's got all the lights on there. They let you know if you're hooked up to the vehicle, if you've got Bluetooth, if the vehicle has connection. And then from here, it just did an update, so you can see right there it's updating 86%. So you can go into all kinds of stuff. You can even go here. Let's say you're trying to hook up to something and you're not getting what you need. You can go to feedback and you can leave them support and it will tell you what it's missing. Now I can tell you one thing that this thing does not work on, and it does not work on 7.3 Power Strokes. I've tried to hook up to them and it does not work. You can go to quick support. This is where you can go in and let's say you're having some sort of a problem, you can hook that up. And then if you have a code that you don't know anything about, so let's just say I actually just saw a work order here at the shop, and there's a Sprinter here with a PO380. So let's go ahead and just to see, because I'm curious, and the scan tool's here, and it's a function I don't use very often because whenever I have a code, I go straight to our information. And just what I suspected it was a glow plug code. So we got glow plug heater circuit A. So real-time connection speed here. We're gonna go diagnosis. We're gonna go light truck, and we're gonna click up here. We're just gonna go automatic VIN detect. And now this is an F-150 3.5 liter, so this isn't even a diesel. I did head gaskets on this, so I'm just confirming there's no codes, but we're just looking at connection speed. How quickly can we get to where we need to go? Now, I just did a 19 Duramax, and that one connected real quick. All right, we're gonna go system diagnosis, PCM, read DDCs, continuous memory. All right, no codes. So it connects real quick. So this is the Ancel. It's also a heavy duty scanner as well. I'm in a 6.6. Now this is a 2019. So there's my codes right there. So we're gonna see if that'll clear it. All right, no trouble codes. So now, most importantly is what can it do? So let's go into configuration. We're gonna go into active test here. So we got a bunch of stuff here. Oh, reductant system, that's what we need. We need a reductant system malfunction service bay test. It's pretty quick too. So let's go and start that and see what it says here. So here I'm going to just confirm that my knock sensors will drop to 0 immediately. So I've got knock sensor number 1 and knock sensor 2 merged on the same graph. So it's very easy to read, very easy to see, and I'll be able to see when I go wide open throttle, it's going to go up to the top, and when I let off the throttle, it's going to drop straight to the bottom. Very nice waveform. Back in the 19 Duramax, working great. Doing some def system resets. Now I got to start the engine. Trying to get the dash clear. Currently in limp mode. There we go, procedure in progress. Already done a manual regen. And now doing my third test, and this should clear everything. So I just got done test driving it, and it's kind of hard to see, but you can pinch and zoom this graph. So there, I've already passed the point where I needed to see what I needed to see, but you can pinch and zoom the graph just like that. Not only does the Ancel service semis and big trucks, we're also in a 2012 Sienna here, and we are scoping both oxygen sensors and the air fuel ratio sensors on this data pid here. And I'm just kind of looking at it. You can zoom in and out. This thing's running really good, so there's no change. But you can change the colors of the data pids. The really cool feature is, so here we're looking at just O2s and air fuel sensors. So we can go to waveform merge. And what's cool is we can change the colors to whatever we want. Like we can make that one's red, we can go here, this one's green, this one is purple, and this one is like a pink color. And so there's not a lot of movement between the two, but you can do that. So we'll go back here. Now what else is really cool about this is we can go into all the different modules. Now this is a Toyota Sienna, So I was actually really surprised. So let's look at the rear door. Now this is the rear power door. So we're going to look at codes here. And surprised to see that we actually have a code here. We've never had a malfunction. So let's go ahead and clear that code. There we go. It's erased. And now let's go into active test. So we can go in and we can open the power sliding door. We can have the open signal. We can do the buzzer. Let's do the buzzer. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's buzzing. All right, so that's pretty cool that you can do that with this scan tool. I'm actually very surprised. And let's go back to PCM. So if we go to PCM here, you'll see that we have a lot of options. We have trouble codes, we have data lists, we have active tests, and special functions. So special functions are manual throttle match, air fuel sensor operation, check mode, oil service light reset, evap system check. We can go to all the readiness monitors. We can go to active test. Now for active test, there's a lot. And I like that this scrolls up and down versus page side to side like an Ancel. I like it when it scrolls like it's one big list. So we can go through, we can do all kinds of stuff. Cylinder compression check. We can fuel cut all the cylinders. We can do evap tests. We can control the VVT system. So it's actually really cool that it does all of this for Toyota. I was actually very surprised. I've hooked up to a F-150, a 2019 F-150, but I've never hooked up to a Toyota with this. And not only a Toyota, but this is a 2012. So pretty impressed. After watching this video, I hope that you're gonna have a nice broad overview of what this scan tool can do and if it's gonna work for you. Now, I tried to show some cool features that it has. It has a lot of other features. I haven't used a ton, but I will be using this in the future. We'll be doing some updates. I'll share some stuff on social media. So thanks for watching the video. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you tried one of these Ancel scan tools and how it works for you, or if it's on your bucket list. Or not bucket list, but your plan to get it list. See you guys next time.